Staying on Dio for a moment, unfortunately, he had passed before I started, doing a variety of things I'm doing now. But that said, with this interview today with you, I've now interviewed all surviving frontmen of Rainbow. So I've gotten all of you now. And I find your particular tenure interesting because I think in many ways, Ronnie had the easiest job as a frontman in Rainbow because he set the template, and all of you kind of had to follow that.
Yeah.
Um, so by the time you started working with Richie, there was this history of fantastic frontmen. Certainly Ronnie, Graham, Joe Lynn, Doogie. I mean, we're talking stellar frontmen and stellar singers. So when you came in, what was the challenge, or what was the experience like for you to not only come in and honor what had come before you with these great performers, but also put your stamp on it and be Ronnie Romero fronting Rainbow while also balancing, these classic moments from all these very distinct front men that came before you.
Yeah, that's exactly the challenge, and that was exactly the challenge, because as you say, I will never even to attempt to try to get to that level. That we're talking about singers, and especially Ronnie, who I would say he created that kind of sound for and that kind of path for rock singers and heavy metal singers. So is probably the godfather of singers in terms of interpretation and that kind of voice and that kind of aggressiveness on the way of he was singing. Also with Joe, with Graham, with Gillian, because we were doing the Purple songs, also with Coverdale, all those guys.
Hmm.
Uh, for me, it was from the beginning. It was not trying to. I don't think the people they will love to see a carbon copy of a guy doing just trying to do a copy of the original singers. So for me, it was always like a little space, a little gap in between of I will try to go as close as possible to the original, respecting the original singer, but also I need to put my own interpretation and my own performance. So for me, it was the people they don't want to see a copy, but also they don't want to hear something so different, right? Because the rainbow, especially the rainbow songs with Dio, they are so deep in the head of the people that if you go too separate, they just don't like it. So
Hmm.
for me, there was a little gap in between where I can go close to the original, but also putting my own stuff. It doesn't and not sounding weird, for anybody. So there is a lot of people to please in a little space. So it was a challenge, but it was fun. At the end, it was fun because obviously Richie gave me all the confidence to do it in my own way,
Hmm.
and I try to do my best, paying tribute to all those singers.